All right, me old Chinas. Apologies to everyone else who might be around me, because if I look slightly jaundiced, I hope to God there's nothing wrong with me. But it's because I'm on the train and the lights have come on, and I've already apologised to the passengers around me, but most of them are Millwall fans anyway. But by the time this goes out, I'll have had to have done a lot of dubbing to get rid of the background noise and get to a stretch of track where it ain't going to cut out, you know what I mean? What an awesome performance again. Make no mistake, that performance was built on the back four. They were absolute dogs of war this afternoon, and Crockham. We'll come to the referee in a minute, but he found 8 minutes of extra time. 8 minutes. Clearly that was to do with Leicester being a Premiership team last season. And their first chance, Leicester City's first proper chance, came in that 8 minutes of injury time. That back four, marshalled by Crammer and the old dog of war himself, Ryan Leonard, were absolutely outstanding. And another thing that's outstanding was our resilience. It's now 4 games since the Leicester game, and we've won all 4. We've scored 8 and conceded just 1 goal. We are on the way to something very special this season. We now sit on, as I said this morning, I'm not going to use the words again, but I don't want us to, because it's Oxford United, Rowett's team. But if we were to lose next season, the team in 7th place cannot knock us out of the top 6. But we're on such a crest at the moment. Injuries, whatever, you name it, that ain't going to worry us in the slightest, because we are playing like a team that knows it's going on to better things. Could we have had more than 1 goal? Yes, obviously we could. But Femi had 2 chances before the one he put away. But they say third time lucky, don't they? And he took it. And he took it superbly. And that shot, absolutely, I thought it was going to break the net, to use an old expression. He could have had 2 if he'd have taken the penalty. But just to ruin my prediction, my man Ivanovic picked up the ball, put it on the spot, and I got sympathy here too, because he got in one of those situations where he wasn't certain whether he wanted to place it or blast it. And when you do that, it ends up in what happened with his. It's a poor penalty and not much trouble for the keeper. But that's the Millwall way of doing it. We put ourselves through it, don't we? But the defence, I cannot praise them enough. The midfield, they all worked like troopers. And up front, yeah, Ivanovic missed the penalty, but not much else went wrong. Femi Aziz is playing like a striker. And the first thing we need to do when this season is over, or even at Christmas, is to offer him an improved contract, because his form ain't no flash in the pan. It is for real. And yeah, sorry, as someone else was making a comment who's listening to this, but his form is for real. And lost me flow now. Whatever happens at the club, I've got to say fully that yes, upstairs are getting it right, and Alex Neil was the man for the job, because in years to come, this season, whatever the outcome of it, will be remembered. Because I'm trying to think back, or I was thinking back through this game, the last time we were as high as 3rd place in the Championship, or Division 1 as it was, and it's got to be back in the 90s, possibly when Mick McCarthy was manager, because I can't remember any other time. The referee's name, incidentally, was James Bell. I would respectfully say there's one part of his name missing in the surname after Bell, and that would be End. He clearly came there to give Leicester City the best chance to get back at first attempt to the Championship. That 8 minutes was absolute. I don't give an airborne intercourse for referees like that. He was refereeing in their favour. Yeah, he gave us a penalty, but he could hardly not give us that penalty. Other than that, it was another one of those afternoons where you have to scrape for everything. If we make the playoffs, we will do it the hard way. They will make sure of that. But let's just concentrate on this afternoon. Next up, it's the Rowett double. Oxford United away and Birmingham City away. I want to just finish by saying one thing. When Status Quo were blasting out there, rocking all over the world, I looked around that ground and it was sunny. I could see the sun going down behind the north stand, which sadly I didn't manage to get in. But I sat there and I just realised, well, I stood there half the time, how much I actually love Millwall Football Club. It is a love supreme. There's different kinds of love. There's love like my wife, who I'll never ever forget. But there's love like Millwall, who, barring a financial disaster, will never ever be able to leave me in that way. And the roar of the crowd, the moo, which kept going for all of that extra time, I just realised how much I love that team and how much of a family we are. Let's keep it going, boys. Let's keep the noise going and let's beat Oxford and let's beat Birmingham. Come on, you lions, get in. You get out here tonight, have something nice, maybe the Asylum. I used to drink in the Asylum off Old Kent Road, and crack yourselves open something nice and have a pucker evening. Get in. Christian Slater.